Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back for some more of that Attack on Titan greatest man. This being episode 23 of the fourth and final season, or episode 82 overall. Now, you would assume we're going to have a bit of Annie in this episode, especially how they left off the previous episode, which was really just the cherry on top because the previous episode, I mean, it brought me back to like season 2, season 1 type vibes. I mean, barricades they used and just, I was saying, I still stand by this, by the way. The best action piece we've had of this final season for sure. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that is what it is. I mean, that is what it is for me. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys feel differently or whatever, but it was awesome. I loved what we had with the previous episode. It was kind of tough in certain scenes, though, I will say, like with Niall and then especially like Pixis. Like that one, like really got to me. But yeah, we still have the rumbling going on and all that. But expect a lot of Annie in this episode. I'm expecting a lot of Annie, which I'm not complaining about that one bit because it's been so long, right? So yeah, we're going to see what we have with this episode, everyone. We're going to hop right into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get it. Let's start off with Annie, too. Like, we left off with her. Let's start off with her, too, in this one. That would be nice. Still marching on. The rumbling. Tross District. It's like in the backdrop while they're just like, oh, we got a survivor. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this, so, like, get used to it. What's up, Hitch? Oh, we see obviously what you're dealing with, but that shit has to be tough too. We're seeing even here on the island, like what is happening to people's, their livelihoods essentially. Like people are losing their lives, but also their homes, and just that question. How many people have been asking that question already, and rightfully so? Because of Erin, probably gonna be hearing and seeing that a lot more too. But yeah, see, like the goal is to get rid of people beyond the island, but people still here are being affected. But on one side, they're like, this is a small price to pay. We would have just had to wait here to be slaughtered. So you're kind of seeing both sort of sides here in a way. It's tough. I mean, we've talked about this so much. Both sides. Shinzo Sasageo. And that's just what we need, right? That's just great. We need civil war. Even more people to clash. Where's Annie at though, man? Come on. This is Annie. This is Annie. Where is she? It came from the basement, so that's Annie. Where is she going though? Where is she right now? Oh, she's probably in here. Oh, the footsteps like went to the right, but look where she's at. Oh. Oh. Yo, look at like just her eyes and everything. I know it's been years. And she just like broke out of that or whatever. I know Annie kind of has always had that sort of presence, but. Oh. Oh, okay, Hitch. Damn. I thought you were a granny. Right. That is kind of crazy. But it's been years. She didn't know who it was, obviously, at first when she walked in, but... You gonna take her back to the basement? You think Annie wants to go back down to that basement? Oh. Like, I have you kind of in the palm of my hand right now. If you're as weak as a granny right now... But are you going to even take that chance, like that risk of her actually transforming? Does she lock the door? She locked the door behind her, I guess? All right. What are you going to do, Hitch? Oh, they cut to the OP right there. I feel like Hitch probably will go along with whatever Annie's going to say. She's not going to go back down to that damn basement. She's probably going to do something or take some kind of action. Episode 82, Sunset. Okay, so yeah, I figured she was gonna go along. Like, why even take that risk of her like turning into a Titan? So she's like, I'm getting the heck out of here. Yeah, you probably were having to stare at her for a long time. Ooh. She's been listening to that for a long time. She was sick of that shit. That is a big question I have. Like, does she even know about kind of what's going on? Does she know anything? Is she completely in the dark? 4 years. Oh, is this how it looked from her perspective? Okay, so she could hear Armin in her. Yeah, Armin was coming to visit her. When I couldn't, it was always the same pure darkness. And they couldn't be there, obviously, all the time to talk. They weren't there all the time, so. So she is kind of filled in on what's going on. That's actually good, because if she was completely in the dark, it's like, we don't got time to tell you everything that's happening. Yeah, heard Erin's voice. Yeah, seems like it. I mean, look. The only meaningful job, picking up bodies, debris. She referenced season 1 there, end of season 1, where many lives were lost in that too, innocent lives. But this is just on a way more grand scale than that, obviously. We gave it no thought, like doing what they were doing. And all the people that were getting caught up in it. We were taught it was fine to kill soldiers and civilians. I mean, this was like ingrained into them when they were younger. Yeah. When they were young freaking warriors. So they did it. It just didn't think about it at all. Saving the world didn't matter to me. Well, her Annie's thing all the time has been like with Mr. Leonhardt, right? Like that promise that they made, right? Like her getting back to him, right? She was abandoned right after she was born. So her mother had an affair with an Eldian. Okay. And this is where Mr. Leonhardt came in. They just left the baby at the gate. Like, okay, so they kind of had a similar case. They both had like Eldian blood or whatever. Make her a warrior to give him a better life. Damn, look at young Mr. Leonhardt, but he was, obviously you could tell like the training was rough. I mean, which we've saw like glimpses of it before. Damn, she was beating the shit out of him. Made it so he couldn't walk straight again. She literally handicapped the man. Oh my god. Now you can kill even without a weapon. Like from his perspective, it's like, okay, now like all of this was worth it. Like you've reached this point. Yeah, I've listened to you for 4 years. When do we really see Annie, like, I'm just thinking about this, like, Annie opening up like this? Like, I'm not used to that. I mean, I know it's been a while since we saw her or had anything with her, but damn, bro. Damn. Until then. Isn't this the scene we've saw before, like, back in... Yeah. Yeah, we've saw this before, right? Like, season 1, I believe. Damn. It's like his father. It's like Mr. Leonhardt realized, like, what was I doing this for or something, right? Like, I wanted a better life for myself, but it like, was it really even worth doing what I did to Annie, putting her through that? Yep. Everybody has their people important to him, but then like it's Erin. Like Erin's trying to protect the people important to him. That's why he's doing this. So it's it takes me back to my father. I do it all again. As you're seeing, like, is that like a father and son? So like they showed like a pair or two there walking past him. Oh man, look at that! Like the sun in the background. Jeez. Speaking of Mr. Leonhardt, I mean, I mean, to them, it probably sounds like some crazy shit, like this dream. But multiple people are literally giving you like their perspective on it, so like they experienced it too. Jeez, it would be something if it was just like one person like yelling out like crazies, but it's like all of them. Like, are they gonna even be able to see each other again? Are they? Ah. Don't go and get yourself killed, Mr. Leonhardt. As I was just asking that too, like, are they gonna be able to see each other again? And then he does something like, yeah, everything's in a just the state that everything is in right now. It's was like me and the old regime will be purged. It's just funny to me like how they've like switched up. Like they just beat his ass. Like what was that? End of the first core. Protect yourselves. Go along with them, even if it means like protecting your own lives. It may come a day for you to rise and like overthrow or somehow make a change. Say somehow make a change. Like, is that even possible? Yeah, Connie's heading to his mom, like where his mom was or is. They need anything like that they could use at this point. Oh, they all have to be like that. Like sick of this shit, exhausted. Damn. Ooh. Like, look at what he's doing right now. Mikasa. Like, there's so much. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. Just everything is all jumbled right now. It's just like the state that everything is in. He's like, oh, Historia. Oh, this, that. Azumabitos, Nico. But it's Erin. And it's Mikasa thinking about Erin. So it's like, what do you expect? Dude, I always think about that, like how things would be if Erwin was here. But that would mean Armin wouldn't be here, so it's like, what the fuck? But don't say that, bro. He said that before too. I mean, but it is interesting to always think about like what the situation could be. Or I mean, maybe either way, this was going to happen. But I feel like certain things maybe could have played out differently, right? Yeah, we need to catch up with this Connie shit, man. With Connie and Falco. All we know is that they're heading there. They're so used to Mia as well. It's like, let's keep it Mia. Aww. Who would have ever thought, right? Like, who would have ever thought we'd see them hugging, like, genuinely like that? Like, actually caring for one another. I mean, back when we saw Gabby before, you wouldn't have ever thought it'd come to this. That's why I love the growth. Oh, God, this man. Shut the fuck up, Flock. Yeah, how do you feel, bro? It seems like you feel so great about this shit. Like, it was me. I was the one. The way he's talking about this. Fuck Flock. It's always that. It's on that for me. Like, I can't understand how people were on the whole, like, fuck Gabby thing before, but, like, with Flock, I mean, people never, like... Like... Yeah, we know. We know. Chiyu-dayo. Even if it costs all of this, though, all these freaking lives, innocent people, their livelihoods. He's like, what? He's like, this is it? This is what it means when it's over? This is what it looks like? Throw this man out the damn freaking hole that's in the wall right here. Please, bro. Even he'd probably still live that somehow. This man always, like... Oh, they're playing the ED over the credits. He's helping. The way he said, thank you for helping me. Okay. So Connie kind of pulled a reverse, Uno reverse here or some shit. Okay, oh wait, or is that just what he told? That's just what he told Falco. It's like the instrumental. Yeah, this is nice. I feel like I've seen Connie somewhere before. Is that because of like because he has the jaw tighten now, right? So maybe that's why. Because he wouldn't know if he didn't have that or whatever. But is that Peak? It sounds like Peak's voice. Yeah. The way it's going, yeah. Oh, Hunch. Ano. He can talk. He didn't ask that. He's just a harmless fellow refusing to die. It's just Levi Ackerman. You know, no big deal. Which I figured he was gonna be okay. I mean, when we knew that Hans got away with him, I was like, okay, Levi's gonna be okay. Like, he's not gonna die. Man, they would leave it off like right there like that. It does seem like Connie's still going through with this whole thing with his mother, like bringing his mother back, even going as far to pretty much trick. I put it as like a Uno reverse with what he's kind of doing with Falco and saying like, oh, I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna help you, like you'll help your amnesia, take you to the hospital and all of that. And I thought maybe at first like Connie had different intentions or he was doing something else, because it started off with Falco. I think he literally said like, thank you so much for helping me, Connie. But then like the actual memory loss thing is a legitimate thing, I would think, right? That's going on with Falco right now, with him like inheriting the jaw titan, which he also did mention, and I think I mentioned it during the reaction as well. He felt that Connie seemed familiar, and that would make sense through the jaw titan memories, like with Ymir and all that. So that's probably why I couldn't think. I mean, I can't think of anything else why he would even say that, especially after what just happened, you know. So yeah, Armin though apparently is gonna come and try and put a stop to that with what Connie's trying to do here. Connie's determined though, so we'll see how that all plays out. They leave the episode off, I mean, with Peak and with Hans, and how that Magath is there as well. Like, however that conversation is going to go down. I mean, we already have this stuff with Gabby as well. Like, Armin and them want to kind of help Gabby. So if we do see a lot of these sort of forces come together, that's something I never honestly thought would happen. But with the situation here, that may give them the best possible, I guess, shot at maybe putting a stop to this. I mean, can you even stop it? We've been saying it's inevitable, like it's set in stone sort of thing. But I think Maggot said it like, I don't think we're going to be able to stop this, but we at least have to fight I mean, until the end, it's like, damn, like that's just the reality of it. It's insane, and just the state that everything's in right now with so many of the forces and like the characters and the different areas. I mean, it's all over the place. It's hectic. It's insane. I mean, and then Flock, dude. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Flock. I do not like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I like his character in terms of how his character is written, but his personality and how he comes across, I do not give a damn about him. Like, yeah, I mean, you guys probably could tell that by now, but I do appreciate, I do like the writing behind his character and his place in the story. So I will say that. But then a lot of, which we were expecting, a lot of Annie in this episode, which I actually really liked what we had with that, even kind of adding more onto some of the stuff we've already saw with her before in the past with her and Mr. Leonhardt, and kind of seeing a different side, I guess you would say, of Annie. I feel like we don't, I know it's been a while, but as far as I remember, I don't remember ever seeing her kind of face herself like sort of in this way or talk like this, right? Kind of get like this with Hitch, that conversation, like when they were riding through, like on the horseback and all of that. So I actually really liked what we had with that seat as well. So there was a lot, as always with these episodes of AOT. I mean, a lot to talk about, and then like the people getting at each other even on the island, right? I mean, it's just so much, dude. But yeah, let me know what you all thought of this episode of Attack on Titan, man. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.